Hi, I'm Carly, and I'm a health coach. We're here for a Health Coach Explains how to feed yourself for optimal heart health. True or false? The fat that comes from your diet automatically becomes fat that's deposited in your body. False. We're going to talk all about the myths surrounding dietary fat and cholesterol in just a few minutes. And we're also going to cover the non-food related ways to take care of your heart. Let's dive in. You may remember this from an anatomy class you took, but let's go over the anatomy of your heart. Your heart is a muscular organ, about the size of a fist, located just behind and slightly to the left of the breastbone. Your heart is responsible for pumping blood through the entire network of arteries and veins that make up your cardiovascular system. The heart is comprised of 4 chambers: the right atrium, the right ventricle, the left atrium, and the left ventricle. The right atrium receives blood from your veins and pumps it to the right ventricle. The right ventricle pumps this blood to the lungs, where it's loaded with oxygen. The lungs then send that oxygenated blood to the left atrium, which then pumps it to the left ventricle. The left ventricle pumps this oxygen-rich blood out of the heart and to the rest of the body. The rate and vigorousness of this final phase create your blood pressure. Keeping your heart healthy is so important because it's responsible for supplying oxygen and nutrients to every single cell in your body. If the heart isn't strong enough to do this, it will negatively impact your overall health, as you won't be able to efficiently provide cells with the energy they need, nor will you be able to properly eliminate carbon dioxide, which is toxic to your cells. So how do you keep your heart strong? We here at IIN take a holistic approach to health, whole person health. And that means not just talking about the food on your plate, which we call secondary food. We love talking about primary food, all the areas of your life that fall outside of your plate: your career, relationships, spirituality, creativity, and physical activity. If we don't nourish these areas enough, it won't matter how much broccoli or green things we eat, because we won't be living a fulfilled life. Still, secondary food is an important part of heart health. Food is medicine. Foods have so much power to heal and make us feel amazing. What should we be eating to feed our heart? Number 1, real whole foods. Focus on antioxidant-rich vegetables and fruit, such as leafy greens and berries. Fiber-packed nuts and seeds, such as walnuts, pumpkin seeds, and chia seeds. Omega-3 rich fish, such as salmon and sardines. And whole grains, such as barley, farro, and quinoa. Antioxidants help clear the blood of free radicals to maintain the health of your veins and arteries. Free radicals are unstable atoms that can cause cell damage and are formed from the breakdown of the food we eat, the air we breathe, and the products we're exposed to. Fiber not only keeps you full and satisfied, but also feeds the good gut bacteria in order to aid your digestive system to properly digest and eliminate your food and keep the blood clear of toxins. Number 2, quality fats. Now, this is where things get interesting. The food industry has ingrained in us this belief that all fat is bad. The fat-free craze swept the aisles of the grocery store, providing us with products like fat-free yogurt, fat-free cookies, the list goes on and on. Unfortunately, this removal of fat from these products means the intentional increase of sugar and sodium in order to compensate for the lack of flavor and mouthfeel that comes from fat. We know this has contributed to the continuing decline of your health, but that's for another time. We need fat in our diets to produce hormones, for cellular function, for brain function. Did you know that our brains are actually 60% fat? The fats to focus on for optimal health are unsaturated fats, found in nuts and seeds, olive oil, and fish. The amount of saturated fat you consume, found in coconut oil, red meat, and dairy products, should be limited. Remember, before making any dietary changes, it's important to speak with your healthcare practitioner to determine what's best for you and your unique body. Some people who have certain conditions or are taking certain medications will need further guidance on how to shift their diet. Okay, you have your heart healthy plate figured out. Now, what about those primary food areas to focus on for better heart health? 1, surround yourself with people you love. Building a strong community of support around you can be beneficial for your emotional well-being. In fact, having a community can help you live longer, as demonstrated in the blue zones around the world. These blue zones are areas of the world that have the oldest living and healthiest people. One common thread between these areas is the strong sense of community and belonging, which fosters both mental and physical health. These blue zones also demonstrate that the collective health of the group informs the health of each individual. Community is important. 2, de-stress and prioritize self-care. Stress causes chronic inflammation in the body, which affects heart health, in addition to every other area of your body. Stress can create high blood pressure, which puts extra strain on the heart. Constant stress negatively impacts the heart because it's having to work harder to properly function. Decrease stress by doing what feels good for you. That can be meditating, practicing yoga, deep breathing, talking with a friend or a therapist, or getting a massage. Self-care doesn't have to be expensive, and sometimes self-care looks like the most basic form of taking care of yourself. Taking a hot shower, cooking yourself a nice meal, and reading a book. Your heart will thank you. 3, move mindfully. Exercise is proven to improve cardiovascular function as you work the muscle of the heart and train your body to efficiently use oxygen. Aerobic exercise is best for heart health, strengthening the heart and the lungs, dropping blood pressure, increasing energy levels, and improving circulation. Aerobic exercise is any exercise that brings your heart rate up for a sustained amount of time, such as running, brisk walking, swimming, or cycling. However, it's not the only type of exercise that's beneficial for your health, so don't feel discouraged if you don't like to or can't run, swim, or cycle. In the blue zones, in fact, the common exercise thread was that the people in these areas moved naturally, meaning they had built-in movement in everything they did, such as housework, yard work, or walking everywhere. Try taking the stairs instead of the elevator one day, or get off public transportation one stop before you need to. I hope this has been helpful. To learn more about heart health, check out the video description below for helpful links and resources. We'd love to know how you're taking care of your heart, so please leave us a comment below to let us know. We'll see you at the next Hhealth Coach Explains. Thanks for watching.